Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. Happy rainy, gray, pouring with rain here in Brooklyn Friday. And happy Rich Artist Friday. Um, I am having a slow morning. I hope you guys slept well. I hope that your week was pleasant, calm. I know that with everything going on in the world right now, things have felt very anxious at times, very chaotic, very confusing, very scary. So I'm hoping that today's session might be a little bit of an escape for you guys, a little bit of a distraction. If it's your first time watching the Rich Artist Friday, um, I welcome. My name is Sophie. I'm the founder of the Rich Artist Program, and the idea behind the program is that I want to share all of the things that have made the biggest difference when I was building my photography career, and also to provide a community and a place for having an exchange about the struggles of being a freelance artist, the hurdles that come along with running your own business day in, day out. And today we're talking about something very much along those lines, which is, those days that feel heavy, that feel hard. Before I get into the topic, I want to remind you guys that um, based on requests by you guys, we are doing another round of the 8-week business program. We did an 8-week summer course this year, which was the first time that we were doing it, where I compiled all of the things that have made the biggest difference in my career into 8 modules. And it's 8 1-hour live sessions, one a week. And because you guys asked me to, I decided I'm going to do one more before the year is up. And in order to wrap it up right, that week before Christmas, we are starting in 2 weeks' time, which is crazy. Like actually less than 2 weeks at this point. It's going to be Wednesday, the 1st of November, and then every Wednesday following that. And we start at 11 a.m. Eastern time, if I'm correct. If you want to know more information about that program, there's a tab on my website, sophiekeatsman.com, called Learn, and you can read up on all the different modules that we'll be covering, things like outreach programs, how to set your prices, how to negotiate with clients, internal business structures, the procedure of executing a commercial job. If you want to work with certain brands, this class is sort of the foundation for that for you. Maybe you're not in a place right now where one-on-one coaching makes sense for you, or you maybe don't have the resources to do one-on-one coaching, which by the way, I do as well. Then this program is perfect for you because it just sort of gives you the foundation of all of the information that I think everybody out there should have access to. We don't gatekeep over here, so that's what that program is for. Now let's get into the Rich Artist Friday. We'll keep it brief today, and you're just getting a little solo session by me today, which is fun. Every time I use this microphone, I feel like I'm doing ASMR for you guys. So I picked today's topic, creative slumps, because the other day I was having one of those days where like, oh my God, I just woke up with my thoughts spiraling so much self-doubt, so much like just yeah, doubting myself, and um the day felt heavy. The things that I was trying to accomplish didn't seem to be working out for me in that moment. And it was very hard for me to sit down and do anything revolving around working in or at my business. And all the things that I did sort of manage to force myself to do felt very pointless. And I'm just being honest here, I don't have all of this stuff figured out, and I still have days like that today. I think it's so hard not to have a boss that, even if you're having a bad day, you can just sort of lug yourself into the office, do the bare minimum, and still feel like, hey, I did something to, receive a paycheck at the end of the month. We don't really get to do that. On the days where we feel low and down or unmotivated or unproductive, we have nobody to blame but ourselves. There's not a system that we're sort of trying to fit into, and some days we manage better than others. We are the system. So if we're running low, then we feel like our system is failing, which that's tough. And I don't know about you guys, but I get pretty hard on myself sometimes because I have big dreams and not accomplishing them is very, very scary, that thought to me. So I wanted to talk about some things that I do in order to really talk myself off a ledge every once in a while, because I know we all need that occasionally. Um, when I feel like that, I heard a quote the other day. Excuse me, let me just turn my phone off. I heard a quote the other day that was like, if you're running on 30% emotionally, energetically, and you give 30% on that day, then you gave 100%. That always helps me because we are our business. So if we're not running well, then neither is our business. But we're also humans. And it's sort of like put your own gas mask on first before you help somebody else. And there will be days as freelancers where we're just not on top of our game. And those days are actually super, super, super important. When I'm having one of those days, I need to remind myself that, you know, there is a law of polarity in the universe that states that everything goes up, must come down, everything goes left, that goes right, push and pull, success and failure, love and loneliness. And the days when we feel down in the dumps are actually some of the most crucial days to have in order to set ourselves up for those really, really high feeling days. The days where we feel setbacks, we experience letdowns, we experience disappointment in our business. I started viewing those days as, wow, thank you for this day, because apparently there are some very big plans for me out there in the future. And if I don't have those days where I question everything about what I do in my work, then I won't be growing. If I only had days where I felt like I'm killing it, I would get stuck very, very quickly in my progress. And some of the lowest moments in my business, some of the toughest hurdles to overcome also emotionally, have actually set me up for a very robust mentality that propels me forward on the days where I have more energy to implement, right? Don't get me wrong, on the days where I feel down, I have to be gentle with myself. I have to allow myself to do the bare minimum. I have to actively catch myself in those like self-deprecating thoughts and know that I'm allowed to say, stop, no more. These thoughts are self-torture and they're not helping anybody. What is the most kind thought that I can reach for right now in order to make myself feel better? And one of the first thoughts is usually this too shall pass. That's a little cliche, but this day will come to an end and I will wake up again and I will probably feel differently. Or maybe it's a week, or maybe it's a month. But what is a month even in comparison to the span of a lifetime? Because most of us are dedicating our lives to this. And if you have a lifespan of a career ahead of you, what is a day? What is the few hours in the morning where you're just like, can't even lift a finger to write an email? I want you guys to remind yourself of that. And if we're not doing well, our business will not be doing well either. That doesn't mean that on the days where we're not doing well, we need to be upset or we need to get so frightened that we're throwing away our career and our dreams. It means quite the opposite. On the days where we're not doing well, that is an invitation to solidify our foundation, our stability as a, as a human being. We're not human doings, we're human beings. And if we're not being gentle and kind with ourselves, then we're pouring water on the fire. We're extinguishing the foundation that our business is built on. So that's very, very important. And I wanted to remind you guys of that. I'm going to keep it super brief today since it's just me, a solo edition today. I just wanted to give you guys that little spark today. Maybe you can use it. I know it'll reach the right people that need to hear this today. I love you guys so, so, so much. And we'll be back with more intense sessions. We'll have more exchanges. Um, I'm just glad I got to say this to you guys today. And I love you guys so much. Bye.